Zionsville Olive Oil. We are really excited to be here today, and if you haven't been in, this place is so cool. For those of you that are foodies and cooks, this is a really cool place. For those of you that are like me and can barely boil water, this place is for you too, because they can get you up to par. So you want to talk to these ladies. So ladies, tell us about your cool shop.
So I'm Angie and Julie.
I'm Julie, yes, the owners of Zionsville Olive Oil.
So we've known each other for so many years. We went to high school together, so I'm not talking about that. But yeah, we gone to high school together and we've opened this business together. So we're here. I'm 1 week, she's here another week. So we will help you, even if you need to know how to boil water with vinegar.
Yep.
We can help you with that, or just take a recipe and bump it up a little bit. So we love talking food and health and natural and fresh.
Well, and they can do some really cool things with olive oil that we'll talk about here in a little bit. They've made some things for some of our events, like blood orange brownies. So brownies that use their blood orange olive oil in place of just a traditional like vegetable oil, and they are off the chain. So if you haven't tried them, they often have them out whenever we're not quite as concerned about touchy-feely stuff, but they do have them as a sample out a lot of times, and they are really, really amazing. But that's something really cool if you're at home and you want to start trying some new things because, well, your recipe book is getting a little stale after having cooked it for about 3 times over now. You want to try something new? Try it with some flavored olive oil, and they can show us how we can kind of elevate our dishes even while we're here at home and not trying to impress anyone other than, well, ourselves. But now's a good time to experiment with cooking, because if you're going to screw it up, nobody will know but you. And if you don't screw it up, you'll be like, yeah, we're going to try it again.
You're the hero. Yeah, so we're offering free local delivery. That's been helping us stay in business this whole time. So we think we'll continue doing free local delivery. So utilize our website and we'll deliver it to your door usually that day.
So what's your website?
It's zionsvilleoliveoil.com. So zionsvilleoliveoil.com.
So they can order from there.
Order from there, pay from there. We can do contact touchless delivery. So we'll just magically appear on your door and ring your bell and
and all the bottles will be wiped down and sanitized, and it's for your safety. So we do that for you, and we package it, put it on your doorstep, and you ring the doorbell and you can pick it up.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And I've had them deliver things to me. It was super easy, and you know what? Now I have some great olive oil at my house. So it's really it's a great process that you guys have, and it's great that you guys have all this online. Utilize this service. You're gonna love their olive oil because it's not like what you get in the stores. So why is this not like what you get in the stores?
Well, our olive oil is fresh. So there's a few things you need to know about your olive oil before you buy it. You need to be able to taste it. You need to know if that's something you want to have in your mouth and on your food. You need to know the harvest date. You need to know where it was harvested from, the region. You need to know the polyphenol count and all these different things that makes olive oil so heart healthy and good for you. You don't find that on a normal bottle from a box store. So we can walk you through that and educate you and let you taste why fresh is better.
Yeah, and it's really tasty. Like has a really nice flavor to it. And if you've ever used olive oil, sometimes it's just flavorless. I've gotten it before I realized what I was missing out on by getting their olive oil. We actually had this at our State of the Town event with the, whenever the mayor spoke and rolled out her plan for the year, in addition to bread where people could try this.
Back in the old days?
Back in the old days when we were like together.
And we could provide tastings, we can provide samples right now.
Yeah. And people loved it. It was really a nice way for people to find out kind of what it tasted like, and I was starving after that event. I went back and all I wanted was bread and olive oil, and I just sat there and ate bread with their olive oil because it was so tasty. So if you haven't tried this, the difference is night and day. And so they're going to go through some of their specials, but then they're going to go through the different types of olive oil and balsamic vinaigrettes that they have. A lot of them have some really different flavors to them, which make them really unique and a great Mother's Day gift, in addition to something you might just want to have around your home because it's that much better. So let's start with your specials.
Well, so we've marked some of our mud pie things down 20%. So we've got this enamel mud pie bread or cracker dish. It's normally $28 and it's marked down to $22.40. We are limited on that, so there's only 3. So get on that. But it makes a really cute, let's look at our fake bread here, a really cute bread or cracker dish. And then we have this really cute charcuterie board. I say that so bad. My Hoosier mouth does not allow me to do that. But this is a cute little board. It's normally $31 and it's marked down to $24.80. 20% off. We have this cute little oil and vinegar decanter, normally $34. It's marked down to $27. And then for the olives, we have these wonderful imported olives. They're huge, queen olives. And these are like you've never tasted before. A lot of the olives you get now in the United States, the brine is so salty that you really only taste the brine. You're not tasting the olive. In ours, you're going to taste the olive, and it's an amazing. So if you got any olive lover mothers out there, martinis, and we've also paired it with this little pickup little dish, and the whole set is $24. So oil and the pickup. We also carry a garlic stuffed olive. So anybody, the garlic lovers. Then we've got this little cute little salad pasta bowl with some mud pie. Salad tongs, and this set is $45. Normally $51. No, excuse me. Normally $58.
Those are really pretty tongs.
Yes.
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
Not something you don't see.
So limited selection on these. Great Mother's Day gifts. Perfect even if you're looking for it's also National Nurses Week and Teacher Appreciation Week. So if you're looking for something to give to these folks as well, these make great gifts, and these are limited selection. We'll come back to these here in a little bit. So Angie, let's start down here at this end. They have some great spices as well. So why don't you tell us about your spices?
So we have a company that specialty blends for us, and they've got some, I love the names of them, like Flippin' the Bird, Mother Clucker Chicken, how about some kickin' chicken? We've got cow tipping, everything bagel seasoning. Everybody loves that right now. I've got a really nice vegetable seasoning, which I can't seem to find right now, but it's up here. This salmon rub is delicious. It's wild for salmon. So yeah, these run $7. They fly off the shelves. People love our spices and our spice blends. So one thing I want to show you, since we've been carrying these since we've been open 1.5 years, but I've really never used it, but now since we've been at home, you put your olive oil in here, and then when you go to roast your vegetables, you just squirt this on there.
Oh, nice.
Or your pan. So I absolutely love these. I want one for every of my top oils right now on my counter, because then I can just squirt things down and not have to pop the cork. These run for $20. They are an essential for a kitchen. If you use a lot of olive oil, spray your pan down, spray your bread down, spray your vegetables down. This is amazing. And it, you keep it washed and it doesn't get clogged like some of the pump ones. I know some of the other places had pump ones, but this sprays beautifully.
Well, that would be great to pair with
so a great Mother's Day gift. You could do this with the plain olive oil, or one of the Tuscan herb is a really good one for vegetables. So you just squirt that over your vegetables. So the olive oil sprayer, $20. A must have if you are a lover of our oils. So we start with 3 plain ones. We do follow the olive harvest to make sure we have the freshest that we can get our hands on. We've got a couple from Chile and a couple from Spain. We go from a very high polyphenol count, which is the heart healthy antibody qualities that you want to get in blueberries and things like that, to a very low. Our most popular is the Family Reserve. And I want to challenge you. You should be able to take, Julie, can you get me a tasting cup? Sure. I want you to go to your kitchen right now. I got some olive oil, so I'm going to use it as a little hand. I want you to go to your cabinet right now, take out your olive oil, take a spoonful, and taste it. Take a big old spoonful and see what it tastes like in your mouth. You should be able to taste it, and it should be pleasant. You're going to get a very fresh green taste of this. You're going to taste olives. You're going to get a little peppery burn on the back of your palate. That's the polyphenols that you should be tasting in your olive oil. If you're not getting that, the stuff you buy at the store is a blend of olives. We have a single variety of olives. This is a flavosa, a picual, and an arbequina. So those are single variety olives. So you're only tasting what that olive tastes like and not a blend.
Interesting.
So that's some of the things that you should know. And we can get into all the health qualities and all that when you come in. So there's all kinds of,
So
I can do 101 or I can do 501.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the prices of your bottles. So
Sure.
if people want something, what are the different prices of your bottles?
We have the sample set that we sell. If you just don't know what you want, those are $6. We have a 200 milliliter, which is $14. $3.75. I'm going to tell you this is like a beer bottle size because that's about what I can compare it to. It's $17. And then we have a wine bottle size that's $33. We do have a couple that are a little bit price different, but 90% of our store, this is the prices that you'll get into.
And if someone does not know what someone would like and wants to buy an olive oil of one of these varieties, where would you tell them to start?
I would talk to them to find out what they're going to use their olive oil for. If they're going to use it for a salad dressing and they don't want that pungent olive oil taste, then I would send to the Arbequina. But if you want to use it for bread dipping and you really want to taste that green, I would go to the Family Reserve. If you're looking for a very heart-healthy olive oil and you're looking at for more medicinal purposes, then I would go with this one because this one's a very robust and a bold, almost bitter, but it has a very high polyphenol count. So it just depends on your use, I think.
And are all of these good to cook with?
They're all to cook with. They do have a high smoke point. I think it's 450. So you can saute with them. You just don't want to salt, like a flash. You want to do a slow saute in baking. So, and then we also have, as we walk down, I'm going to show you, we do have some sample sets that are on special. This, with the recipe, usually runs for $14. We're offering it for $10. So this is a blood orange barbecue chicken recipe. It comes with the bourbon maple balsamic and a blood orange olive oil. And that's enough to make this recipe just once. But it would give you a great way to sample something that might be out of your wheelhouse. Because we're all eating a lot of chicken right now. And we're probably tired of how it's tasting. So bourbon maple is a great balsamic. It's got a lot of flavor. Got your bourbon and your maple flavorings on it. And when we get to the balsamic side, I'll tell you. But the blood orange, some of the other things you can do with the blood orange is the brownies. But we must have bought a lot of Ghirardelli brownie mixes in Zionsville because they are nowhere to be found. And we recommend that brand because it just really, their chocolate just pops our orange. But it can be done with pancakes or waffles, anything that calls for a vegetable oil that you want to put a little orange flavor into it, just substitute equal amounts. Because for a fourth of a cup of vegetable oil, put in a fourth of a cup of the blood orange. So some fun things that you can do differently. And then we've actually made waffles and put the bourbon maple on top of it for the syrup.
Wow.
No added sugar and no artificial flavors.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's a fun things that you can do with that. And then we're going to jump down to the Persian lime. This Persian lime pairs really well with a blackberry ginger for a salmon recipe.
Oh, yum.
Yes, it's a very good. It also makes a really good salad dressing. So these three right here are the fruit flavored olive oils, and they can be interchanged in cake mixes or anything like that. So if you want a lime cake, or you want a lemon cake, or you want an orange cake, just swap those out for your vegetable oil, and you've got a very different. The lemon is really good with a pancake, so like a poppy seed lemon or a blueberry for pancakes or waffles.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, so very good. And then we're going to get down to our butter. Our butter is vegan and vegan, yeah. So it's dairy free. So if you got anybody that's vegetarian, this is a great one. You're going to add a lot of butter flavor to anything you add this to. You can drizzle this over pancakes and get a butter flavor to it. So this is a really popular one for anybody who is vegan and worried about.
And that butter flavor comes from the olives.
They add a natural flavoring, so not artificial, a natural flavoring in that to give it that butter taste.
Yeah.
It's plant-based.
It's plant-based. It's
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's great over popcorn. It's great over corn on the cob.
Oh yeah, you could use that little sprayer over
Yes,
there and spray
spritz
that
your
all over
popcorn.
your popcorn.
Yes.
Yum.
Phenomenal. Yeah. When you grill toast for grilled cheese, use that instead of butter. Spritz your bread down instead of butter.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
yeah.
You get a crispier
bread.
bread
Yeah.
than
Bread
you would
crust.
butter.
Wow.
So yeah, so this is fun. There's a lot of things you can do with butter. A lot of things. Then we're gonna get into chipotle. Do you like spicy?
You know what? This is the one that my stepson loves.
Yes.
Yeah.
So chipotle, it's a smoky, it's a pretty warm one. You're gonna taste this one and you're going, I don't taste anything hot. And I'm gonna count to 10 and then you're gonna go, oh,
Yeah, there it is.
there it is. I have it now. So, but a little of this goes a long way. I made a quinoa salad and drizzled this over the top of it. And when you mix it into a salad, just a tablespoon enough, you're not going to get that pump. It's hot, but you're going to get that. I didn't really know that chipotle had a flavor other than being hot. You get to know what chipotle tastes like before you taste the hot.
Wow. Well, we put it with bread.
Yes.
So we dip our bread
You
in
dip
it.
bread in it.
Yes, and that's delicious.
This is another one for grilled cheese. Add a little pop of flavor to grilled cheese.
Yeah.
So that's great. We've got that paired with a roasted vegetable. This is one of the other specials for $10. It's a roasted vegetable, and we got it paired with the Tuscan herb, olive oil, and the chipotle. I wish I actually had the herbs of Provence there, sorry. So, but that'll normally come with the Tuscan. And then this gremolata, this is fun. This is a parsley, lemon, garlic combo. So you think like a pesto, but it's kind of a little bit lighter. So this is a very light salad dressing, great for chicken. You know, just that, it's a fresh, you know, with that parsley, lemon, garlic. So this is a very fun one if you like that fresh taste.
Interesting.
So this is some more of our med pie. We have some wonderful cookbooks. One thing about our cookbook is like if you say I want the mushroom and sage, it tells you what to do with the mushroom and sage. There's like 4 or 5 recipes, and then down here it's like, oh, I'm out of mushroom and sage, but I have garlic, and it tells you what else you can use in this recipe. So you could use this recipe and make it 4 different ways just by swapping out the oil, and so you can kind of experiment with that. So this is a really good cookbook for if you have any moms who like. And this would pair well, even though it's not on sale. We have a sampler set that we can put 6 different oils in. You can pick and choose, and that one's $35. So if you don't really know where you want to go, you just want a bunch of sample sizes, that's to go. So this would be a really fun gift.
And how much is the book?
The book is $35.
Okay.
So they're both $35.
Perfect.
So very fun cookbook. I mean, and I'm a cookbook lover anyway, so. Then we're gonna hop down here. Does anybody have any questions? Am I going too much into detail?
Nope, they'll ask.
I am passionate about olive oil, so it's gonna show because I can talk about these all night. Cilantro red onion is a great one to roast over vegetables. It's great anything Mexican. So drizzle. The other thing you can do with olive oils that you don't think about, drizzle them over your food after it's done cooking, to give it a pop of flavor. So if you have, if you make something Mexican, drizzle this on the top as you're serving it. Drizzle it over your soup. Drizzle it down your steak, so it's gonna give you flavor. In the United States, we use oil as a way of cooking our food. Europe, they use it as a way to flavor their food after it's done cooking. So think of it as a finishing note. So Julie was looking at me, so I thought she was gonna talk to me something.
Just listening. You're doing great.
Pesto, this is your typical pesto, basil, garlic. Makes a great pesto grilled cheese.
Ooh,
so
yum.
put this on the outside of it, then put mozzarella cheese and tomato and grill it. You have a pesto, or caprese grilled cheese.
Yum.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
This is, I'm so excited to try that. When the tomatoes, I mean right now, I gotta wait till Indiana tomatoes. I'm sorry, I'm a little tomato snob.
You're picky.
I'm a tomato snob.
That's okay.
So then we have garlic. You will not have to crush another garlic clove ever in your life, you just use this. It's just pure garlic and pure olive oil.
And then it looks like it's...
This one's going to be paired. I've got this one with the Tuscan herb. So Tuscan herb is going to have all your herbs with a garlic note. Your herbs of Provence is going to have all your herbs without the garlic. So if you like to control your garlic, you want to try the herbs of Provence. But if you like the garlic with a lot of herb, this is it. And so,
It's okay.
bull in a china shop. So Tuscan herb grilled steak. And we are pairing that with the Tuscan herb and the traditional 18-year-old balsamic. So this would give you, you can make this recipe a couple times with that sample set.
Awesome.
This is the garlic smashed potatoes, so that's backing up to the garlic. We've also paired that with the herbs de Provence, so you can try this recipe with a couple of different olive oils. So this is a very fun one for a quick, hearty potato. We have a puccini mushroom. My favorite thing to do with this one is to get a big pan of mushrooms. And if anybody has morel mushrooms right now, I am like,
Ooh.
I know.
Yum.
Saute a big pan of mushrooms, all different kinds of mushrooms. Cook some pasta, mix them together, drizzle this over the top with some Parmesan cheese. And you've got this really earthy pasta that's just, you just want to throw your face into and gobble the whole thing. Now we're getting into the agrumados. An agrumato is they actually layer the olives with the herb, and as the olives are being crushed, the olive oil is being fused with the basil or the rosemary, the cayenne. So you're going to get a very fresh taste of these. These do run $1 more a bottle than the others, but it's just because it's a specialty crush. So we got the cayenne, the rosemary, and the basil. Now, rosemary is my favorite for popcorn. Spritz this over popcorn. You'll never have popcorn the same.
Wow.
It's great for chicken. The basil is great for caprese salad. If you just really need to come in and taste these because it's just so fresh and green and flavorful. So I keep saying, I'm not good at TV.
So this is your olive oil, but you carry more than olive oil.
Yeah.
You actually have all these balsamic vinaigrettes on the other side.
We have split personalities. So yeah, so if you go over here, this is all of our balsamics, and we have 24 of those.
Wow. Okay, so tell us about this. I know that I've seen you talk about putting these in like seltzer water as a flavor for seltzer water. I don't think a lot of people would have thought about that. Why don't you talk about what you can do with the balsamics?
Yeah, so balsamics, we've got a recipe here. It's another one of our specials. It's a spritzer, and we've had that paired with a pink grapefruit and coconut right now. But you pour a glass of club soda and put a tablespoon of this in. It's kind of like a mocktail. It feels like you're drinking wine without drinking wine. And I think it's a great way to get kids to, like, if you're trying to keep them away from soda, but they want a flavor in their water, this is a great way to do it. And at first, when they start to drink it, they might put it up to their nose and smell the vinegar. I got my husband away from that by having him drink it through a straw first. And then until he got used to the flavor, and then he didn't smell the vinegar when he was just drinking it out of a cup. So our vinegars have no sugar added. The only sweetness you're getting is from the grapes. So no sugar and no artificial flavorings. So it's a very healthy way. You can also mix them in cocktails. So as we go down here, I'll show you the ones that make great cocktails.
And about how much do you put in per 8 ounces or so?
I like 2 tablespoons because I really like my vinegar. I would start with a tablespoon per 8 ounces and see where you like it.
Okay.
Go from there and then add.
So a little bit goes a long way.
A little bit goes a long way. So it's just flavor. You can do, we have whites and we have darks. And at first I was only doing it with our white balsamics because I'm like, who wants to add a dark balsamic to their drink? And then I'm like, oh, Coke is dark.
Yeah.
So I started doing
it.
I started doing it with the raspberry or the apple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fun things. Peach. This is where I started mixing it with water. This was my go-to one. But this is also a good pair with that basil olive oil for a caprese salad. It just adds that level of sweetness. Apricot, we are running at, this is one that's 20% off, so if anybody wants apricot right now, we're running a special on apricot. It's more of that winter flavor, so we're kind of trying to get rid of some of that winter stuff. Sicilian lemon, great for chicken, great fresh salad dressing, just light, crisp, adds a little bit of lemon. Cranberry pear, this is the one that's really good in the sangria.
Ooh,
yes.
I bet that would be.
Yeah, sangria. And then we have a honey ginger. This is really good. You get that really ginger taste to it, but the sweetness to it. So it's a great salad dressing as well. We have our red and white wine vinegars. They're called the rosé and the vermouth. So this is a white wine vinegar and the red wine vinegar. If you've never tasted really good red or white wine vinegar, I would have never thought about tasting what I have in my cabinet right now. But you'll want to taste these because it just will blow your mind how well these taste. The gochujang, Julie, how do I say that? Gochujang. She says it better. This one makes a really good cucumber pickle, like a refrigerated pickle.
Oh.
So mix this with equal amounts of water, and then pack your mason jar full of cucumbers or carrots or cauliflower and let it sit for 7 days. And you're gonna have this really good, sweet, but have a kick to it vegetable.
Yum.
Yes.
And I bet a lot of people are going to be doing gardens this year and canning because they're at home and they have the time to go ahead and plant something.
Right. And this only takes 7 days.
Yeah.
So you just pack it, and zucchini is really good with it. So it's another way, if you're not really a cucumber person, you could do zucchini. Onions are really good too. So it just gives it that little extra bite. But you're not walking away going, I just ate a habanero pepper, you know.
Right.
So this is one of our newest ones. This is teriyaki. So everybody knows that teriyaki is full of salt. We have a teriyaki that has no salt, but you're getting all the flavors. So great to marinate chicken or salmon or fish, anything like that if you like that teriyaki flavor without the sodium. We have an herbs of maple, so it has all those herbs that we like. It starts with our 18-year-old base balsamic, and then it has all the herbs to it, so it's less. And then lavender. This makes a wonderful salad dressing, which most people like, ooh, lavender. But it's just a very subtle lavender. It's not what you smell or what you think, but it just has this very subtle lavender.
See, I love lavender. I actually was at a gardening show a few years ago, and they made a lavender poppy seed lemon cookie. And it was to die for. And someone said they used lavender oil to give it that lavender flavor. And I thought, who would have thought that that would be tasty? It was delicious. I even went back and asked for the recipe, and they're like, it's a fundraiser bake sale. No one knows who made it.
Now this is a vinegar. Baking in vinegar, I've tried it. It does not pair. It does not do well with sweets or baking because that vinegar smell comes to the surface. Because I thought, oh, it'd be great to do like a raspberry brownie. It wasn't. So. I wish I had lavender oil. But
Yeah.
So we're going to pop up back over here and show the sales. I don't know how if we've got some new people joining on. So we've got all of our mud pie that's 20% off. We have the cracker or bread enamel bowl. We have a charcuterie board. And just ask if you want the prices. Julie can put them online for you. I have a oil and vinegar a decanter. We have this cute olive pickup bowl. We do sell the olive separate, so if you just want either one of these separate, we can break those up too. And then we have this cute little pasta salad bowl and really cute mud pie spoons. One of the other things I want to show you that's been popular for Mother's Day, we have this gorgeous, or if you know me by this getting married, this is a mud pie wood bowl set. It runs $65 normally, and we can pair this with an olive oil and a balsamic, so they can have a set for I'm saying all the time, I'm trying to stop it for a bridal gift.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I love that. I'm like, we bought them and it's like, they don't sell, I'm taking them. We're going to get into some more of our dark vinegars. Italian raspberry. We have that on sale at Miniature. It's down there. It's we've paired it with our mild olive oil and the raspberry, so you can get a taste of what a good raspberry vinaigrette tastes like. Pomegranate is one that's on sale, so we've got it marked to 20% down. So if anybody would like to have a pomegranate, it is a little bitey. It's a little, so if you like a little tart in your salad dressing, this is what you need to do. Harvest apple, delicious. This is another one you would really like to put into drinks. Chocolate. Everybody's
wow.
I know, chocolate. This is really good over strawberries or fruit. drizzled over a pound cake with strawberries. The other really unique recipe I found is I reduced this just a little bit to make it a little bit thicker, and it didn't take much of the heat to bring it to a thicker consistency, and drizzled it over a T-bone steak.
Oh my gosh.
Crumbled blue cheese on top of it.
Oh.
It was amazing. I mean, and my husband has always asked for A1. I mean, we go to the nicest steakhouse, and he's the one that has to ask for the A1. This was the first time that I made a steak, and he didn't ask for A1 when I put this chocolate on it.
Huh.
So it's a very fun one. Blackberry ginger, this is the one that I said pairs well with the Persian lime. So it makes a great salmon recipe. We do have some trio and duo packs that we gift up. You can mix anything you want. So a trio pack runs $45, and the duo one runs $30. So you can do mix and match, make a perfect gift for your parents and mom.
That's a great way if you want to try a number of different oils for someone. That's a great size. Can you customize these?
Yes, they're totally customizable. So you can put in there what you want. We do have some we have the top 3 that we put in there, but you can totally put them back in there. You can put 3 oils and 3 vinegars, or you can do 1 oil and 2 vinegars, whatever you want to do. We do also, these are great hostess gifts, is just the bread dipping and the olive oil. So we like to carry that grab and go. We don't have Hallmark anymore where you need that hostess gift. So we like to carry a lot of grab and go gifts. We do have a few G Deli brownie mixes. I think I have 3. So if anybody really wants some brownies, they need to hop onto that. It's got the blood orange and the G Deli, and that runs $19.
That would make a great teacher gift.
Great teacher gifts. I think half of Zionsville teachers have had that at this point. But I think that's one that they don't care if they get multiple times.
Yep, that's right.
Here's our bourbon maple. Back to that bourbon maple taste. So you get the slight bourbon maple taste. And at first I didn't think I'd like this because I don't like that maple flavoring too much. But this is, it just takes you to that level. It's great to marinate anything in. Steaks and seafood and salmon, Brussels sprouts. We'll roast a pan of Brussels sprouts and then drizzle this bourbon maple over at the end. And it's like, oh, everybody loves Brussels sprouts now. Glazed carrots, you can drizzle these over glazed carrots and give them that sweet flavor. So this is, for Father's Day, as we're getting ready for Father's Day, this is a must for any dad who grills. So this is fun. Black cherry is a new one that we've just started carrying. So this is a very rich, it's great for pork. We had a mulled cider, this was really fun. This you could literally put in a mug and put in the oven with a cinnamon stick and just sip on it. It's that good. And then Italian fig, it's a very subtle fig flavoring, but it's not over the top. And then we get down to our traditional 18 and 25, so these are plain balsamic vinegars. And in the window, we have a very special blend. We had an oopsie by one of our part-time employees. She kind of mixed a plain oil and the mushroom sage. So we're calling it a special blend. It is very good. So this is a very limited. So if you like a very subtle mushroom and a very subtle sage, get in here and get our special blend because it's a one and done.
That is funny.
You know, when God gives you lemons, you turn it to lemonade. So we turned it into a special blend. So we call it our Arbequina with a hint of mushroom and sage. But it's been selling really well, so we might have to like make an
oopsie again.
So then we have a black truffle. Yeah, obviously this price is a little bit different, but if you like black truffle, this is amazing. Drizzle this. I like black truffle over a starchy thing. Popcorn, pasta, mashed potatoes, and so that is a really good one. And we also carry black truffle salt.
Well, while we're here, may I try some of the black cherry?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna try this because anyone who knows me knows that I love black cherries. I love cherry.
Okay, so you're gonna.
So I'm gonna try this.
And it's a vinegar too.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing. Like this tastes like crushed black cherries.
Mm-hmm. It's actually got cherry pulp in it. So
yeah, this is phenomenal. So if you want to try something and add it to your seltzer water, I would. I'm sure the rest of these are great. I take what she says to heart. This is off the chain. So I saw that and I was like, I wonder. This is really good.
We have something for everybody.
Yes.
We really do. So whatever your palate is or whatever you think limited. So before, when you came into our gallery, you could just kind of belly up to the bar and grab a cup and help yourself. We are changing a little bit of our policies. Julie and I will glove up and pour you a sample and let you taste and that way we can keep things a little bit more sanitary in here. We will be open today till 4. I am going to open tomorrow, Friday, from noon to 4, and Saturday, noon to 4. Then starting next week, we'll be back regular hours, except we'll close at 4 because we're going to keep our local delivery. That's our new big announcement, is we're going to keep free local delivery. Our Zionsville people, our customers have been so generous, and they're ordering online. And we've actually loved just being that little ding-dong bitch person and leave a nice little gift on somebody's door. So
that's cute.
So we are going to keep our free local delivery and ding-dong bitch all the time.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you've watched us and you've seen all these fantastic choices, and you just are like, I don't know what to get. What are your top, I know that you have them listed here, what are your top ones that people typically come in and get?
Okay, so our top seller for the olive oil is the Family Reserve, the plain. And then for flavors is the Tuscan herb, the garlic, and the blood orange. Those are our top 4 as far as the oils. Balsamics is a little bit harder. It's a more even playing field because everybody has a different fruit that they like over one of the other. But I would say it's the raspberry, the blackberry ginger, the 18-year-old, and then for the whites, it would either be the lemon or the cranberry pear.
And if you're going to try something different, I'm going to put my plug in for black cherry because it's really that good.
I just need a mixologist to come in here and start making cocktails with us.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So if there's any mixologists that would like to come experiment and make some signature cocktails.
You're like, I'll volunteer to try.
I'll try. I've got my dry bar ready to go.
That's funny. Okay, let's talk about these as well again so people know.
All right, so for sales again, we have these sample sets. I'll walk down really quick. We've got the blood orange barbecue chicken, and normally 14. We have those for 10. We have the roasted vegetable pairing with the chipotle and either the herbs of Provence or the Tuscan herb. We can do either or there. And then we have the Tuscan herb steak. And then the garlic smashed potatoes with the herbs de Provence. We have the spritzer sampler with the coconut and the pink grapefruit. The pink grapefruit is really good over an arugula goat cheese salad. One more, and that was the raspberry vinaigrette. So back here we have the salad dish with the mud pie tongs for $45. We have the olives in the pickup bowl for $24.80. Then we have the olive oil vinegar decanter, $27.20. The charcuterie board, which is $24. And then the bread and cracker bowl, and that is $22.40.
So anything else, whenever it comes to cooking, and you know, we've talked about the oils and the balsamic. I know you kind of talked about chicken and a little bit of beef. What about pork? Or for those people, I don't know how many of you out there might be vegetarian and like to put it with vegetarian dishes. What else can you suggest to put with some of those?
We have a lot of recipes up here, so like if you come in here, we pair really well with vegetarian food. However you cook, whatever you do, you can change it up so much with this, just a little bit of change with the olive oil with balsamic. So roasted vegetables. We have a black bean hummus dip. So we have where is the Mexican burrito one? Our recipes, if you make a purchase, we include this with your order. So if you come in here and just look and you find something. So we have a mushroom sage risotto. Julie has created all of our recipes. She's done a phenomenal job finding the pictures.
Wow,
and, we have a blood orange sugar cookie.
Yum.
That is really good, although it takes a cup of blood orange, so they are a special cookie. A roasted cauliflower.
Oh,
with,
yum.
Mulled cider. So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I would have never put those two together.
Right. So yeah, you tell us what you eat and the most of, and then we can show you. Are you salmon? Are you chicken? Are you pork? Are you steak? Vegetarian? We can totally help you
Figure out
what you need, and then we want you to taste it. So we're going to show you, like if you were in our shop and you wanted to try that Tuscan herb, we will mix those two together and let you taste those two together, so you'll know what you'll be putting to your steak instead of just kind of guessing. If you're not a visual, but you're more tactile, then you'll get to taste it. Like the blackberry ginger lime over the salmon, you're going to taste it, and we're going to let you taste those two separately, and then we're going to blend them together so you'll know what that tastes like over your salmon.
Oh, awesome. Go back to your bottle sizes.
Oh, sure. So we have, again, sample sizes usually run $6. 200 milliliters run $14. 375 are $17. And then the wine bottle size is 33 in the store and 34 on the website.
And tell everyone where they can find you and contact you.
So yeah, we are at ZionsvilleOliveOil.com, and we are on 31. I didn't even tell our address. we are across from My Sugar Pie. Everybody knows where My Sugar Pie is. So we're right across the Sugar Pie. We all see y'all going in there and getting the pie. So 31 East Pine Street, roasted in the village, so you can get a cup of coffee, go get a piece of pie. Somebody said we're Calorie Alley.
That's funny.
Yeah, because
that is really funny.
I know, because you got the lemon bar, you got the coffee shop, you got the sugar pie, and then we got us. So, our phone number is 317-973-5583. You can message us on Facebook, send us emails or our phones. Julie, get over here. You've been behind the scenes.
And I did want to mention that everything, we have certificates, but everything in the store is gluten-free and dairy-free. So you don't have to worry about any allergens or anything like that, unless you have an allergen to a certain ingredient, like peppers or something. But yeah, everything is gluten-free and dairy-free.
And you guys have your own gift cards, but you also accept the chamber gift cards.
I love the new chamber gift cards.
We do too.
Yeah, we offer gift cards, so if you get that hard to buy, Mom, come in and we can load up a gift card.
Great. Or teachers, if you're trying to find something for a teacher. One of the things that I've done with these guys is that they have a service where you can just buy the bottle. So you pay for the oil and you give someone a bottle empty as a gift. And then they get to come back in and pick out what they want in the bottle. I did this for Christmas for the Zionsville Chamber of Commerce Board and Ambassadors. And I thought it was really a great way for them to be able to come in and choose their own oil or balsamic vinaigrette, because that way they can find what they want and they get to experience the store. So if you think someone might be someone who's harder to buy for, don't pick. Just give them a bottle and say, on you. You can go find what you want, and I think that's awesome, because then you can try all the cool things that are in here and see what else they might want while they're here.
And we can package it up really pretty in a gift pack with ribbon and things like that to make it look nice, so they're just not getting, here's an empty bottle. It can be in a pretty gift pack of like a cellophane bag with ribbon and stuff.
We'll do that even for a gift card. If you buy a gift card from us, you're not just getting a card to walk out with. We're giving you a bottle in a bag with a gift card, so they know they can bring that gift card in and bring that bottle back in to get full.
And they'll get it filled with their choice. of what they want after they taste.
One other thing I wanted to mention, we can do custom labeling. So if you're a business that wants to we have a couple realtors that put on their bottle, "Welcome to your new home," and their label will be on the back of the bottle. So we'll put a nice label here that we can totally customize. But we can also do wedding favors. So I'm going to do a shout out for my daughter and their son. This was their wedding favor. So her name is Huckabee. So we changed the blackberry ginger to Huckleberry balsamic, and the McCloskey family blend. And then we made a recipe card saying we make the perfect couple and the perfect
Oh, cute.
So it's like the perfect pair
The perfect
for
pair.
weddings. And they get an oil and a vinegar. So.
Well, and that's nice because you know what? Sometimes it's nice to have something that you can take away from it and you will use.
Yeah. So totally customizable labels. We can rename the olive oil or vinegar to make it fit to your names.
Really cute.
Yeah. So
I love those ideas. But you know, if you think, I don't know what someone's going to love, they can come in and find what they love. And then they get to find out more about the store, which is really fantastic. So you've got lots of options whenever it comes to buying for your favorite nurse this week, your favorite teacher, or all the moms that are going to be well deserving of things this year from being now teachers at home. So
what about that favorite local business that's been going beyond, bless another business from another business?
Yep.
I mean, we've been so blessed to have so many good local businesses that are doing above and beyond what they're called to do.
Yep.
So let's bless them. If they're giving meals to somebody, let's give them something back too.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. So, okay, talk about your specials again.
Okay, so mud pie, a few things, 20% off. So bowl and tongs, 20. This is 45. Olive oils in a dipping bowl, $24.80. Decanter set is $27. Charcuterie board. And then the bread or chip enamel board, $22.40.
And they need to call for these
Yeah.
specials. They need to call in for the specials because they might not get that percentage off on the website.
Right.
Okay.
Well, and I can't put that.
Code
This
in.
is a call-in.
Yeah, these are
We can't add in.
So if they need to call in, what do they call?
317-973-5583. Or look us up online and our phone number's there that you can call. So,
Perfect.
Allison, thanks.
You're welcome. We're
Thank
glad we were able to do this. We actually really, really love doing this for businesses because you know what? Even whenever you're at home, I'm busy too. And even though this is my job to get to know my businesses, I can't tell you, this was so informative. I mean, how many times do you get to just come in and find out this much about, I didn't know this much about olive oil and balsamic vinaigrette. Who knew? So now you do, and I do.
And I challenge you to go take a spoonful of the olive oil that's in your cabinet and see if it's pleasant to the taste. Challenge, and tell me when you come in that you took my challenge.
Yeah, that's right. And then they're going to be walking in your door like, hey,
I need good stuff.
mine was not challenge worthy. So thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you spending this time online with us. And tomorrow at 2, we will be at a different business. We'll be across the street at Midwest Jewelers. So make sure you join us at 2 for that. But thank you. Call Zionsville Olive Oil and get some goodies today.
Bye.
Thank you.